じて。
Alright, welcome to another episode of my nighttime series. I'm really enjoying making the series just because there's not really a purpose for it. I can just talk about like whatever I want. I don't have to follow like any guidelines. I can just like go off topic if I want to. It's just like anything can happen, anything can go. And I do like having topics like going into the episode, but I can always just talk about other things if I want, you know? So it's a really enjoyable time for me. I can just like relax, talk about whatever I want in the nighttime. So it's just pretty fun overall. And this episode, I was thinking of talking about two specific things. First of all is the release of The Absorbing Man, who I'm just having so much fun with. He came out like a couple hours ago and I've been playing him like ever since. I took him to rank 5 immediately. I bought his bundles immediately. And I've just been having a pretty fun time. So yeah, I want to talk about like my initial thoughts on him. I'm not going to do like a full review though, just because like I'm going to save that until after the showcase, which is going to be in a couple days from now probably. And I also want to talk about the Summoner's Choice being officially released. So we can vote 4 times for whoever we want. And I just want to go over like who I voted for, why I voted for that character. And if you need like help deciding who you want to vote for, maybe I can like try and sway you into picking a pretty good option. Because I feel like there's a lot of smart options. And then of course there's like the options of like whoever you want to vote for, man. I went that option. But let's just get right into it. First, let's talk about the Absorbing Man though. So the Absorbing Man is so much fun to play. He is just so much fun. I bought his bundles. I decked them out already. I'm not in the content creator program, so I have to like buy the bundles myself, and I have to rank them up myself with my own resources, which I don't mind doing, by the way. I've never minded doing that. It's just, you know, it can get costly at times. You know, like $50 twice a month is pretty annoying, but it's fine. I like playing with the characters. I enjoy testing them out, so I really don't mind. But yeah, so I took him to rank 5, gave him some pretty decent SIGs, and I've just been having an absolute blast with him because he is such a really well-designed character, I feel like. Very practical overall, a lot of damage output in the right scenario. In regular scenarios, his damage output is still pretty fine. I've been having like a lot of fun testing him in like the matches where he shines the most because there are matches where he is just made for. Like, he is the absolute best option for that. And that's great. I think that's always great. I think it's always good when a character is the best option for something because it gives them a use in the game. It gives them a reason to be ranked, right? And he does have plenty of reasons to be ranked. And one of them is because he is the best at, like, certain matchups. Like, if there's an armor break involved, oh my gosh, that guy is just going to go absolutely crazy. And if there's like multiple ways to trigger his immunities, he'll become fantastic as well. There's just like a lot of interactions with this guy that makes him really, really powerful in my opinion. But I need to save some of that for the full review, which will be coming out right after the showcase, I believe. And I want to do like a couple of short videos with him as well. There's a lot of Absorbing Man content that I want to make because he's a very diverse character and he can take a lot of things. And I just want to like show you what he can do. So yeah, I'm super excited for like the future of my channel because it's going to be featuring a lot of Absorbing Man. And I also need to finish off the Mangog series, which is a bit ironic because, like, you know, I'm moving from one Mystic to another one. But the Mangog series is about to be finished as well. There is one more episode left and it's the final review of Mangog. So yeah, a bit of a Mystic-packed month for me here in January. Exciting times though. I'm really enjoying making all these videos, especially like about Mangog, who's just so much fun to play. Absorbing Man is also so much fun to play. And I cannot wait for Baron Zemo to come out. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be so much fun. He looks like a very awesome character, but I'm going to save his spotlight for another episode of the Nighttime series because I want to dissect that, just go through like everything because there's a lot to talk about him as well because there is a lot of people saying that he is Kraven 2.0, and as someone with a rank 4 Kraven, I do have to say some things about that. But anywho, that's for another time, but I'm so excited to talk about that. Oh my gosh, I can talk about that like in the next episode maybe. Who knows? So yeah, overall, Absorbing Man, first thoughts, first impressions is I'm liking what I'm seeing. I think he's an awesome character so far. I do have some very minor complaints, but I'll get into that like in the official review. But I have more, like, there are more pros than cons to the character 100%. And so yeah, that concludes my first impressions of the Absorbing Man. I call him the Absorbing Man. I don't know if it's just Absorbing Man or the Absorbing Man, but it sounds a lot cooler when it's the Absorbing Man. So I'm just gonna call him that probably for like from now on. And yeah, now let's talk about the Summoner's Choice. So there are 8 options. I'm sorry, but I don't know all of them off the top of my head. But I do know the very popular ones. Okay, actually, you know what? I'm gonna try to do this like without even looking it up. So I know there's Gladiator. I know there's Spider-Punk, White Tiger, Marrow, Echo, Deathclock. And then there's two more. Oh my god. Okay, I got six. I got 6 out of 8. That's not bad. But there's a lot of Sunfire. There's Sunfire as well. And then there's just one more. Oh, Bullseye. How can I forget Bullseye? Bullseye is like the favored one here. So yeah, pretty cool options overall. I've like looked at some of their abilities. They look pretty sweet. Not like their in-game abilities, of course, because those aren't out yet. But like their Marvel superhero powers, right? So let me tell you who I voted for. I voted for 2 characters because you have 4 votes, right? And you can like split them if you want. So my friend wanted me to vote for White Tiger, and I was like, you know what? It's just 2 votes. I'll put 2 votes to White Tiger. Because I don't really care about all these characters all too much. I just wanted like to see some cool abilities or some cool like mechanics, and it's like White Tiger can actually offer that. So I voted for her. And hopefully she turns out to be very cool. She's looking to be a Mystic character, which is sweet. I like Mystics, you know. Absorbing Man, Mangog, all my favorites are Mystics, so yeah. And then I picked my own personal choice. And this is where I might get a bit controversial, but you know what? I'm just going to say it loud and proud that my other 2 votes went to Spider-Punk. And this is... Okay, hear me out. Are there too many Spider-Man in this game? Yes, I think there is. Does that mean that I don't want a music-themed character to be in the game? Absolutely not. I still want that so badly. I cannot explain how badly I want a music-themed character to be in the game. There is like no character that revolves around music. And I haven't looked too much into Spider-Punk, but I think they can make him like a music-based character. So that is my slight bit of hope that they will make him like a music-themed character if he were to somehow win this poll. But it's probably not gonna happen. I've accepted that. But at least I'm gonna try, okay? I'm gonna try at least. Who do I think is gonna win? Probably Gladiator. And you know what? It's like, it's a cosmic character who looks super overpowered. You wanna know who else is that? Hercules. Hercules is also super overpowered. He won the Summoner's Choice. It's looking like it's going to be Gladiator, but Bullseye is going to be like right next to him, I believe. Bullseye is just a very popular character. I feel like he would be like the most basic when it comes to abilities, but he could be pretty cool, you know, like he's a skill character. They're always fun. They're always pretty nice. Like you know, there's a lot of cool skill champs. Like Kingpin, such a basic character, like he seems like a basic character, but then they like really expand off of his kit, and he's just like super awesome. So there's a lot they can do with Bullseye, but I feel like the most they can do is with like, I would say Gladiator, just because like he's a very powerful cosmic being. So if you want the most efficient vote when it comes to like power wise, and like someone you want to think like that can be super powerful in the game, then I would go Gladiator if you're like struggling to pick a vote. But the number one priority should always be who you want to be added. Like, doesn't matter abilities wise, doesn't matter like who everyone else is voting for. If you want a character in the game, vote for them. You never know. They're like, there could be a whole silent community of people that just agree with you, right? So like, just vote for who you want. Vote for the character that you think is gonna be cool. That's what I did. I voted for Spider-Punk because I desire a music themed character so badly, right? But I know that there's a very slim chance that he actually wins, but I'm still gonna vote anyway. So yeah, that's the Summoner's Choice. A very interesting lineup. I think the coolest lineup was probably the Quicksilver and Beta Ray Bill one, just because Quicksilver is like such a like popular character, and so is Beta Ray Bill. I did not think that Beta Ray Bill was gonna lose. That was the biggest shock to me, man. I was like, what? He actually lost? And I am so happy that he did, because I love Quicksilver so much. He's one of my favorite characters. I have him, of course. So happy that I have him. He's one of my favorite characters to play. He is one of my go-to questers. And of course, Hercules is also one of my go-to questers. He is the go-to quester, like, for everyone in the game, pretty much. Like, Summoner's Choice champs do not miss. And if you want, like, there's just a lot to look forward to with the Summoner's Choice, because like these champs do not miss. They are very, very powerful characters, and I feel like whoever wins this is going to be a super powerful character. And I feel like they can do the most with Gladiator, but I want to see what they can do with like other characters as well. Like, I know there's a lot of hype for like Deathclock as well, because he's a cool tech champ, and tech champs, they do need a lot of love. If you want to pick the smart choice, I feel like the smart choice is Deathclock, just because he is a tech character, and that class needs a lot of help, and he could be a very powerful tech champion. So I would honestly lean towards Deathclock or Gladiator for a smart pick, but for whoever you want, man, It's all up to you. And yeah, that wraps up the Summoner's Choice section of this video. I was gonna consider adding one more like bonus topic, but I just realized it's already been like 10 minutes. I rambled on way too much, but you know what? That's the point of this series, right? It's just like me rambling. So I'm gonna end it here. The next episode I have planned, it should be pretty fun. I can like plan up to like a whole month in advance for the series because I just love talking so much. I should honestly start doing streams just because like it's more interactive that way. This kind of feels like a podcast right now, but like a stream is just you can just like talk to people in real time. So yeah, maybe I'll start streaming. I don't know yet. So let me know your thoughts on the Absorbing Man. Of course, I already told you that I really enjoy him. And let me know your thoughts on the Summoner's Choice. Do tell me who you're going to vote for. And tell me what you think about my vote. I know my vote is a bit controversial, but it's fine. And yeah, that's about it for me.